Hello everybody and welcome back to the Dark Souls 2 playthrough. We're now on episode 16 and we've just gone through Drangleic Castle. We are still about, I'd say about three quarters away through Drangleic Castle. And we've got a bit more to go before we continue down the line. However, we must soldier on, as it were, so let's continue on and see what else we've got in store for us. Now this lever here doesn't actually work. It doesn't allow us to do anything, so we have to go up the ladder first. That door is also locked, by the way, which is fine because we will get a key for that shortly. So you have to come up this way to actually get through to the next part of the game. I'm just hugging a wall there, so I forgot to turn my timer on. This room, once you've dropped down, you can't get back up. Basically, the idea, and this is the way that I'm going to do it. I'm going to go to the far left, kill that one on the far left, next to the golem, and as the golem is doing what it needs to do, I'm going to Homeward Bone. Saves me having to go through all this. It's a lot easier, and I suggest you guys do it too. It's just so much simpler. Because what that actually does is open... Well, I think it actually just works, makes this lever work, actually, remember rightly? Or maybe I teleported too quickly. Yes, there we go. Thought so. So let's put our stuff back into here. Let's might as well use one of those. So this brings down the lift. This takes ages. This lift is huge, and we've got to go up this lift in a second. So it's massive pain, but yeah. Actually, while we're here, let's change this to our. This one's on me. Oh, it's great. I love it. It's fantastic. It's just so cool. All right, up we go. This has always been one of the worst parts of this area. It's just so boring just going up this lift. It's just ugh. Gotta sit here and wait for ages. But it's fine, it's fine, it's fine. We'll get there eventually. When we get to the top, we're going to be... well, we should get the key for that door down there. Which then we're going to have to take another trip back down again. It's actually easier to Homeward Bone back down. It's faster to Homeward Bone back down. Oh, at least on the PC version anyway. The PS3 and the Xbox version. Their loading times are so long that you might as well just go down the lift. So in this room... is a lady inside a cage with a very strange, alive body thing on the door, strapped to the door. Sort of like a Silent Hill sort of thing. I really like it, actually. It's kind of cool. No key to the embedded in inventory. There's a specific weapon we have to get later on to be able to rescue this. Milfinito is what they're called, and we'll learn about that a little bit later on. So this one is the key to the King's Passage, which will be that door downstairs. Inside this room on playthrough 2, or playthrough 1 shall I say, the second playthrough, there'll be a really annoying red phantom. I must admit he is quite powerful. So watch yourself out on that one. Strong magic shield, not too bad. And that is all we need to do up here, was just to grab that key. So back down we go. It's easier to kill myself right now and drop down than it is to sit here and do this. I'm not going to do that. I'm tempted to at some point soon. Maybe... Actually, no. We're getting relatively closer to the end of the game now, so I don't think I'm going to be changing uniforms this playthrough now. I think I'm going to stick to what I've got. It's good enough for what we're doing, and it is upgraded to full anyway. So, well, it's not upgraded to full, but it's the highest upgrade we've got. So use the King's Key to get to this next area, and this is where my worst nightmare comes into play. I absolutely hate this boss. This boss is... I don't hate it. I find it's a very, very well designed boss, and it will be a lot easier for us when we're on offline mode. But I don't know. You'll see what I mean when we start going against it. He is quite a tricky boss. Now, first things first, before I go down this passageway, I'm going to use my magic arrows, or you can use any arrows, it doesn't really matter, to take out certain statues. There's one there. There's one here. There's 4 of these inside this room. And you want to take these guys out first before you pull that guy at the back. These are not pushovers, I can tell you that much. They are not pushovers, so be very careful. And that's it. So all 4 of those down. What will happen is they're actually not statues. They're actually like spirits, almost kind of weird, monsters. But if you don't do that, they will. All 4 of them will come at you, and you will have a really tough time. So be very careful in this room. They are not pushovers. I can never, ever seem to pull off the guard break. That is one thing I've never been able to do. He can do it, apparently. He just can't hit me with it. But that's fine. We're taking that guy out. Now, before we continue to the boss room, we've got Soul of Proud Knight and Twinkling Tritonite, and at the back up here, we've got a life gem. That wasn't really even worth getting, but whatever. Now, if you have done Ben Hart's story, you would have seen him at the bonfire, and he would have been able to. You would have been able to spawn him here for use for this boss. Unfortunately, I haven't done so. So, as a sort of a it's going to be a big problem for me. Let's just put it that way. So, I've never done this boss solo. This is going to be interesting. Let's do this. That's how much I hate this boss. Never done it solo. So his shield, don't hit it, because you'll bounce off it just like I did there. He's got a lot more. He's got a lot less health when he's on single player. That's for sure. Such an annoying shield. I hate his shield so much. It's always best to use that sort of swing, sort of the overhead swing, more than anything else when you're fighting this boss. He has got more moves than this, by the way, guys. Do not think he's just some pushover boss. That will be your downfall on this boss. Okay. Hit him once and... okay, now this is where it's going to get a lot more painful for us. Okay, so what's going to happen now is he's going to summon a minion to help him. Of course, because of that, I've now got to look out for him as well as... the other guy. Which, of course, on a boss like this, is quite tricky. Because he will just swing at you. He'll just do whatever he wants. Okay, we've taken him out. And hopefully, we should be okay to go back into the fight now, into the fray, and take this guy out. Oh dear, that was bad from me. Luckily, he's giving us opportunities to heal quite nicely. Okay. That last move is quite tricky to escape, actually. Careful of that move. Be very careful. That was so lucky. Try and escape those lightning moves as best as you can, because they are powerful. This boss, I just hate it. For obvious reasons, and now he's doing another. It's a good chance to get a bit of damage into him. It's also a really good chance to heal if you need be. I always suggest that you fight this boss offline, because online... Oh, bloody hell. I almost really did myself in there. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, he's got me. Oh, what a shame. I was doing so well there. That was the first time I've ever gotten that close to him, defeating him, and at least anyway. With... at least by myself, anyway. Oh, such a shame. I was doing so well. And so, yeah, that's what happens if you're not careful. I didn't think that he was going to be able to do a move like that to me when I was healing from that far away. But it goes to show you, you've got to be very careful how you, well, you do pretty much any move on a boss fight on this game. So once again, let's go in. I was using my wrong arrows there. Magic does so much more damage than poison. Poison is only really good for sticking the poison on them and then waiting for them to die. Magic arrows, however, on the other hand, have got much more damage. So I'm going to try again. Hopefully this time we will do it. I can't believe that was such a shame. I was doing very, very well. I was slowly but surely getting used to the monster's moves as well. Because it has been a while since I fought this boss. It's been a while since I played this game, saying that properly. So, it's nice to go back and play again. It really is. Okay, so let's try again. I'm going to have, on my hotbar, a couple of... oh, probably dark pine resin, probably. Might be a good idea. I'm just trying to think of some good... good ways of giving us some extra damage on him, whilst also keeping us alive. So I didn't expect most of this episode to be just purely on this boss fight, but to be honest, you kind of need it to realise how much of a pain this boss is. That's not too bad damage. Okay, now I'm trying to be a little bit quicker with the damage on this one. Also doing the dodges a little bit more as well. The reason why is because I don't really want to use these dark pine resins. I don't really want to... oh, damn. Didn't put my shield up. I'm just going to heal where I can. I'm going to need to. Oh, I always forget that last move that he does. Let's use a normal life gem here. Nothing too bad. Ah, his range on that is quite high, actually. So here we go. He's going in for the for the big stuff now. I'm going to stay back here and just use the rest of this. Just trying to get my stamina back up. He's summoned a really bad one. Now, I knew he was going to hit me there, but at least I've got the other guy out of the way with. I knew he was going to do that. That was lucky. That was very lucky. Narrow escape there. Really narrow escape. And as for that, that was just a terrible, terrible, terrible mistake. So a really good chance to heal here. Actually, a very good chance to use my Dark Pyre and Resin again as well. So he's just going to break through that. And we're just going to do one attack each time. It really is just it's a bit of a waiting game, really. That last move, that last bit is just a massive pain. That was unbelievably lucky. I've no idea what even happened there. Go in again here. Take as much damage off him as possible. Sorry about the commentary, guys, but when you're fighting a boss like this, you've got to concentrate as best as possible. Surprised I survived that. Very surprised. Oh my god, that move. Well, third time's a charm, right? Maybe, hopefully. Fingers crossed. Guys, what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to I'm going to fade to the last scene before I just kill him. Because I don't want to spend too much on this boss fight. So I'll see you when I finally have victory. I think he's done it. He's done it! Woohoo! Oh, yes. He's finally done it. Was that third time or was that fourth time? I can't remember. I think that was the third. But yeah, there we go. That's the Looking Glass Knight. Oh, God, what a boss. I hate it. I hate it, but I love it. It's a really nicely designed boss. However, it is probably one of the harder bosses in the game, personally, in my opinion. Inside this chest, you get a Soul Bolt, Spell Quartz Ring +2, and Bonfire Aesthetics plus ×3, which is not too bad. And that's all you're really getting around this area. Next area is we're going to go below King Vendrick's lovely castle, and another elevator which takes ages. But we've finally done the Looking Glass Knight. That's the one that I was really looking least forward to, because he is a tricky boss. He's a very tricky boss. It wasn't a bad fight, actually. I mean, I got hit a couple of times by silly things, but did a lot better than what I did the first two times. I just remembered where we are next, actually. We're actually not at the bottom of King Vendrick's place. We've got to traverse through... I can't remember what it's called now. I guess we're about to find out anyway, because we're about to go into the area. Shrine of Amana, that's the one. This place, guys, just as a recommendation for you, stock up on arrows, because you're going to need them for this area. This area is a ton easier if you have arrows. If we come to here, be very careful not to fall down and knock that down. We'll be able to get that when we go down there. I think it's a Twinkling Titanite, but I'm not 100% sure. It's been a while. This place is full of Twinkling Titanite and is good for upgrading your special weapons. So it is... Try and stay away from those. I've just stayed straight inside it. Look how much damage it's done to my armor. If I'd stayed any longer, it's not just your arm that it damages as well, though it also damages your rings as well. I remember rightly, it doesn't damage your weapon. No, it doesn't look like it has done. So I'm just gonna go back up and rest because we've just got hit by that guy. That will just replenish our armor and durability. Okay, let's continue down. I really like the soundtrack to this area. It's really quite a relaxing area. It's quite, I don't know, it's just really nice. And I like the design of this area also. There is some really nice design aspects to this area. You see this, that is actually a monster right there. Above it is some butterflies or fireflies. I think they are. I think the firefly is what I meant about butterflies. And basically, what the fireflies do is it stops the monster from being hostile. It's like basically, if you hear the singing in the background, that is actually one of the you know, the lady that was trapped inside the cage. Well, her kind, the Milfanito, is basically singing in this area, and any hostile, any aggressive enemies will basically be soothed by their singing and become just normal monsters until you get close. They become neutral until you get close to them. I really like that design aspect. I think it's really, really clever. These guys are just a massive pain, and they should die. However, they do drop some really good stuff, so you can't really complain that they're here, because they do have some good stuff that they drop. And that was quite a lucky drop that I just got there, the Twinkling Titanite. But yeah, oh, it was right. It was Twinkling Titanite, and it's also Flame Butterfly, which allows us to. We just notice what that is down there. I don't know whether that's. 1 second. I've never noticed that before, and it looks... It's probably just a reflection, probably. Yeah, looks it to me. Or just a glitch. Either way, whatever, doesn't matter. So, yeah, I don't know, there's just something about this area I just really like. I find it really fascinating. It's a really well designed area. It's also one of the harder areas in the game. There are some some sorcerers in this area, and they can be mighty painful if they hit you. They're also a pain as well because their tracking is just like godlike almost. It's just ridiculous. Now, the reason why I'm sitting here, if you can see that there is the end of the map, so you'll be very careful where you tread. However, in this area, there is actually this hidden chest here. It's really got nothing special in it. It's a Elizabeth mushroom, but I just wanted to show you guys and show you where it is. So yeah, if you just look out for the butterflies, then you're not too bad. You're not going to have too much problems. Now, highly suggest, guys, do not, that was actually what I was going to say, do not light a torch in this area. Just don't do it. Just do not do it. If you do, all of these guys are going to come at you, and you're going to have a very tough time in this area. Fire makes them hostile, so be very, very careful. Crimson water just there as well. Inside this room, she's actually stopped singing right now. Right now, she's not even singing, but here she is. This is the lady.
We knew you were coming, and stopped singing. We are Milfanito. We are here to sing to those bound by death and dark. We will sing here forever, as we always have, from long, long ago. We know nothing of the world outside. And why should we? For we will never leave. Do you seek King Vendrick? But what is a king, after all? We know nothing of the world outside, for we will never leave here.
I find it kind of interesting. I like these characters because they're so dedicated to this one location, to this one place, to sing to these creatures, to make them to soothe them and make them to make them happy, to make them better. And I really like that idea. I also kind of feel quite sad for them, the fact that they don't actually have any really motivation to go elsewhere. They're no, well, I mean, who would want to in this age of Dark Souls? But I mean, like, they don't know nothing of the outside world at all, because they're always here. They're always dedicated. So I really like that. I really like the little story of this area. It's really kind of cool.
When we sing, the little ones dance. The little ones grant comfort to those who bear death and dark.
The little ones
is what we were taught.
The little ones that she's talking about there are the fireflies.
Is there anything wrong? Perhaps this will help. This is all that we can do. When we sing, the little.
Okay, so yeah, we've traversed through Drain Lake Castle in this episode. We've taken on the Lookyglass Knight, which oh god, that boss is just one hell of a boss. And we've met our first Milfanito and come to the Shrine of Amana. Thank you guys for watching, and we'll see you again next time when we continue through Shrine of Amana and hopefully get to the next part of the game. See you then. Bye.